My name's Chris.
And my name's Darcy.
We're all about Toronto. Great eats, wonderful neighborhoods, and exciting events. Toronto's our home, and we love this city. So come along with us and let's experience it together. This time around, we're checking out Toronto's waterfront. That's right, Lake Ontario all the way across. We're going to take the Martin Goodman Trail from the west end to the core of the city, and we'll show you our favorite parks, best eats, a place or two to get a beverage, and more. But first, I think we need to start off with a breakfast of champions. The gold standard.
You gotta start the day off right. We got ourselves 2 breakfast sandwiches. Toronto's not a city known for many breakfast sandwiches, but Gold Standard is special. They started out in Roncesvalles. They've been selling their breakfast sandwiches from various locations, and they have a location on Queen. We thought, it's about time. Let's check this place out.
It's gold for the gold standard. Look, it's like an Olympic medal. I didn't have to compete. I just had to pay. Shut up, are you kidding? Hello. So I went with the kale one, so you can get bacon or kale. And let's like kind of tip the egg up here. Oh, the cheesy egg, the pickle, the aioli. Yeah. This is a gold standard start to the day. Okay, I'm gonna go for gold.
Go for gold.
Yeah, this is incredible. This is a great start to the day. I don't know if I'm gonna do much else, but this is a good start.
Big fan?
Yeah, it's really good. The kale's kind of like nicely salted and like roasted down. The eggs are cheesy and gooey, and the hot sauce gives it a nice kick. It's not overpowering, and the pickles are a good crunch. B is for bacon.
Guys, that English muffin is delicious. There's some aioli on this too. And that bacon is smoky. Is yours smoky?
The kale makes it kind of like salty versus smoky. It's not much smoke from a vegetable, but it's good.
What I love is they pack this with egg too. There's so much egg in this. Definitely the gold standard.
Yeah, the egg is exploding.
Just a little west of here is Mimico. Mimico is kind of like the urban center of Etobicoke. There they have Humber Park, which is a huge park. There's I believe a yacht club over there, a dog park. There's no beach, but it is a beautiful area. The waterfront there is gorgeous too.
Yeah, it's like walking through a wetland or conservatory area. Mimico. If you are on that side of their beach line, you are gonna get an incredible view of the city. Also, there's trumpet swans here.
Everyone knows about the beaches on the east end of the city, but Sunnyside Beach is a fantastic community beach that's absolutely worth visiting on the west end of the city. In addition to various beachfronts, a gigantic public pool, the opportunity to rent paddleboards and kayaks.
Okay, so the paddle club here does have boat rentals. So if you want a canoe, kayak, stand-up paddleboard, they've got you covered. You just have to show up with a good attitude. And or money. Show up with a good attitude and or money.
There's also the gorgeous Sunnyside Pavilion.
The entire Sunnyside Pavilion was designed in the style of Beaux Arts, which is Greek and Roman architecture that originated from Paris in the late 19th century. This is a gorgeous spot.
So nice.
Beautiful to hang out here. Wedding photos, engagement photos, whatever it might be.
Place is so beautiful. You can actually get your wedding hosted up top. So, you know, if you're thinking of a corporate event or something special, this looks like a great spot.
And if you're looking for a meal or a drink, the Sunnyside Cafe is a great spot too. Sitting next to the Sunnyside area is Budapest Park. This park was built in the 1950s, and in the center lies a monument that commemorates the Hungarian Revolution.
So this monument here is to commemorate the refugees that came to Canada. And what's really interesting too is the sculptor of this monument was in fact one of those refugees. So this is a beautiful site.
Right behind me is the Boulevard Club. Now, it opened its doors in 1905. It's a member-only social and sports facility with a full-service marina. You can tell this is a members-only club because privacy screen. No peeping. They do not let you forget you are at the Boulevard Club. And you are not a member. See? There's always something to see and do. Sit in this little chair.
Which one's your boat?
The biggest one.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Guys, in addition to this being a very overcast August weekend, it's also Caribana.
So we're here, it's Caribana. This is a celebration that's been happening since the 1960s to celebrate Caribbean culture and heritage here in the city of Toronto. It's a party, man. Great food, great music, gorgeous costumes. I'm so happy we walked into it.
And the parade is supposed to be...
Oh, and this parade is supposed to be just phenomenal. So hopefully we'll get to check some of that out too on this walk.
Always something to see and do, right?
Always.
Didn't you just say that?
I did.
One of the greatest features of Toronto's waterfront is the Martin Goodman Trail. It's a mixed-use path that stretches over 50 kilometers. It connects Humber Bay Bridge on the west all the way over to Rouge River on the east, and it's how we're getting across the waterfront today.
Where we're situated right now, which is just past Maryland Bell Park, you actually have Exhibition Place to the left of us, which is where a lot of the Caribana festivities are originating or ending. And then to the right of us, or a little to the right of us, is the remains of Ontario Place.
For the longest time, the West End's waterfront has been defined between Exhibition Place and Ontario Place. Exhibition Place is a premier event and convention hub in the city. There are exhibit halls, trade centers, historic sites, gorgeous parkland, and the place hosts some massive events like the CNE and Royal Agricultural Fair. If you make the walk up to Exhibition Place from the waterfront, you might as well take a short walk towards Liberty Village. There are plenty of restaurants and bars to choose from in this super charming neighborhood, but nothing beats a day at the waterfront like a good burger. That's why we recommend you check out Burger Drops. It's one of the best smash burgers in the city. And what makes this place special is their drop sauce, a combination of ketchup, mayo, Dijon, and other spices that elevates the tanginess of the burger. You can also get it on the side, which we definitely did. It's a great spot. They also have cheese fries with jalapeno relish, regular crinkle cut, or curly fries as a side. And if you're keeping track of who's participating in the banana pudding trend in the city, yeah, Burger Drops is too. Like I said, this is a great spot, and not that far from the waterfront. But let's head back to the waterfront for now.
That is cheesy fries.
Just down that way is Trillium Park. Trillium Park is a part of Ontario Place. It's still operational and it's voted as one of the best parks in the city of Toronto. It's a free park to visit where they do various events, and one of the most notable ones was one we just recently visited, which was Lumiere, which was an evening light festival that runs yearly in the city of Toronto. Either way, it's a gorgeous park to visit with or without a festival. The sightlines to downtown Toronto are amazing, and it's a great place to have a picnic. It feels kind of really secluded, which is nice.
It's also one of the few places you can have an open fire, like a bonfire with friends, in the city.
Guys, we are standing in Coronation Park. Gorgeous park. This was built during the Great Depression, and it was essentially a park that was dedicated to the coronation of King George VI. There's also Muskoka chairs, picnic tables. It's a really nice spot. It's near the water. It's gorgeous. Great place to have a picnic. We just walked through the Victory Peace Monument. It is a gorgeous amphitheater-style monument that was erected to commemorate the 50th anniversary of World War II. It's gorgeous.
It did get defaced with some graffiti, which is unfortunate, but it's still a gorgeous monument if you get a chance to check it out. For locals, there is a great dog park behind me, so come down, let your pooch off the leash, and just enjoy the outdoors.
Little Norway Park is a beautiful little park with some art installations and monuments. The history of this site is really interesting. It actually is the name of an Air Force, a Norwegian Royal Air Force that used to exist right here on this site. Now, obviously they no longer do, but the site commemorates that Air Force, that
Rich history.
yeah.
Yeah. Got me sitting on the job. Who could blame me though? This is like the most picturesque spot.
Let's get up.
Oh, okay. Back to work.
Toronto Music Gardens is a beautiful, beautiful park. It's separated into sections. It's a park, a nature landscape that reflects and interprets music in its design. It's gorgeous. It's a beautiful place, winter and summer, to come hang out. There's various features within, including...
They do have live music happening on Thursdays and Sundays, but someone's playing today, so I'm gonna go and take a listen. Guys, we are at HTO Park. This is actually a play on words for H2O, the element compound that makes up water, and TO, the popular abbreviation for Toronto. So this is Toronto's urban park. It's got a water edge beachfront, it's got Muskoka chairs, bright yellow umbrellas, and grassy hills. So we're outside of station 334, Toronto Fire and Marine Service. We just took a look at the monument, the last alarm, and that's to commemorate firefighters that lost their lives in the line of duty. It's really powerful.
Harbourfront Centre is an important cultural organization found on Toronto's waterfront. They curate a wide array of programs to engage, educate, and entertain the public. In addition, you can find a range of activities including festivals, music, dance, and craft exhibitions, as well as educational events. It's also in a really picturesque location on the waterfront. The centre is also home to the Power Plant Contemporary Art Gallery and the Harbourfront Centre Theatre. And the entire site plays host to the largest Canada Day celebration in the city. Queen's Quay Terminal was originally the Toronto Terminal Warehouse, and when it was originally built in 1927, it was one of the largest buildings in Canada. It was eventually restored to become a modern shopping center where you can dine, shop, work, and live.
All right, so there are some great patios that you can hit up on the waterfront. There's Joe Bird, there's the Goodman, which we were just at, and there's Amsterdam Brew House. So the choice is yours. They've all got great beers and great views. And there's loads of others. You just gotta kind of walk, explore, and you're gonna find a great spot. Anyway, we are off. We've got our next spot. Let's go.
Now look, I know BeaverTails aren't really a hidden gem. They're pretty much everywhere a tourist might want to spend some time in this country. But they are an essential food item to get, at least once, even on a hot day like today.
This is a Canadian specialty. It's been around since the 1970s. It's a whole wheat pastry, hand-stretched, fried up, and covered in toppings. Now, when you feel guilty about it, I want you to remember it's whole wheat, so it's basically healthy. Remember, it's whole wheat, so it's not that bad. Okay, this is chewy, this is crispy, this is peanut buttery, it's chocolatey. It hits all the notes, and when it's 40 degrees, it's probably not the best choice, but we are gonna enjoy this. Milk was a bad choice. This is so messy.
Guys, Love Park is a relatively new park that they've built here in the city with a giant heart here, a heart-shaped water feature, and a beautiful tree.
So Love Park is right across the street from BeaverTails. This was a very short commute. And yeah, as Chris said, it's one of the newer parks. It's so beautiful, and it has a ton of hidden animals in and around.
Hidden?
Well, I mean, you have to know you're looking for them. Easter eggs. Finally, it's just the end of the day, the sun comes out. This is a treat. This is a treat. Come here. This is a trash panda. This is Toronto's unofficial mascot. And quite honestly, if not friend, why friend shaped? It's a little bear.
Do you think he's Winnie?
Yes, I do. I think he's winning.
We set out to show you as much of the waterfront as we could in one day. We went from Sunnyside Beach all the way back into the core, short of the Harbourfront Jack Layton Terminal. Heck of a walk. We saw Caribana along the way. We ended up enjoying a great breakfast sandwich over in Queen West in the Roncesvalles area. I mean, the waterfront was gorgeous. Caribana?
That was a party. I had the best time. I'm so grateful we wrapped it up with a beer and a snack.
Yeah.
Because now I'm ready to just go home and cool off. It was a hot one today, but we did it.
We did it.
Yeah.
So many great things to see along the waterfront. Thanks so much for watching.
What did we miss? Comment below.
We'd love to know. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Oh, it's hot.
It's a bad one.
Oh, it's hot.
Was it like 9 kilometers?
15 kilometers.
No. That's too much. Here's
Well-
the video.
Thanks for watching. And we love you too.
Here at Love Park.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Dude.